Guys, so if you follow my live stream channel, which is ABE TV, I'm going to leave a link down below in the description as well as in the comments. You've known that I just recently picked up The Quarry and finally played it. Now, real quick, I made a mistake. Usually with Xbox, you get one game and it has either the last gen or the current gen version on it. I picked up the Xbox One only version of The Quarry, so I was a little upset about that. So yeah, I didn't play it on next gen, but that's fine because the game still looked and played rather well. So what is The Quarry? That's what I wanted to know. I was curious. Curiosity killed the 8-bit. It's a game where you basically play as a group of, I guess, teenagers or college kids at a camp. The summer camp has ended, and the last day just happens to fall on a full moon. So the officer, played by, I guess the camp officer or camp counselor, played by David Arquette, wants all the kids to get the hell out of Dodge before the full moon comes up for whatever reason. The kids decide to stay and play, and lots of scary stuff happens. So this game is like a visual novel combined with quick time events and dialogue trees. So certain decisions or choices you make, including in conversations, lead to multiple outcomes. So there's several endings in this game. I think there's over 100 different variations of the endings in this game. I played through it twice already, one time on stream, one time on my own. Choices you make can affect who lives or dies, and that's where the replay value of this comes in handy. So a lot of people in my live streams are saying, was this made by the same people from Until Dawn, or is this a spiritual successor? I never got to play Until Dawn, but looking at it, yeah, this is basically Until Dawn. So if you were a big fan of that, you'll be a big fan of this. There's also an online co-op mode that just recently came out, and it seems like they're throwing updates. It's currently on sale, actually, for like 20% off. I should have waited like another week or two before buying it. Needless to say, though, I had a lot of fun. I'm into stuff like this, especially stuff that is like an homage to 80s slashers and stuff that has multiple outcomes and different choices and stuff. So I really loved visually what I saw here. Even playing the Xbox One version, the game had amazing looking graphics. The characters look nice. The facial expressions, the detail. I mean, David Arquette's character looks just like David Arquette in here. So I played it probably about a month later than it originally was. I've only played single player. There's online co-op as well as local co-op. There's a lot of different replay value because you can go back and get different collectibles and stuff that are hidden throughout the stages. You can play through all the different, you can have a good ending, a bad ending, and different stuff where certain characters live, certain characters die. So there's a lot of different outcomes and stuff. As far as gameplay footage goes, if you're watching this video, I'm keeping it up until probably about like the 3rd chapter where things start to kick into gear, because then they figure out something's not right at the camp. I think it's called like Hackensack or something like that. Hackensack or Camp Hackett. I remembered something like that. Regardless of what, I don't want to spoil too much and show you guys too much of what's going on. If you do want to see my full playthrough, though, go to my streaming channel. You could see that I did complete the game, that I did play it. But as far as like this goes, I didn't want to leave too much in way of spoilers because there's a lot of fun in here. Some people told me recently that the game really wasn't what they wanted. They were a little bit bored as far as like action goes and stuff like that. Again, I was thinking this was going to be something a little bit more action oriented myself. But once I turned it on, I discovered quickly that this was indeed a bit more of a, I guess, a visual novel type of thing. It's very narrative driven. It's basically all cutscenes. Like you're watching a cinematic movie experience when you're checking out The Quarry. The voice acting is amazing. There's a lot of actual notable actors in here. David Arquette's one of them. The kid from Detective Pikachu is one of them. There's a few others. I don't want to give any spoilers, but there's some prominent characters later on that you meet. One of them is voiced by an actress that's actually been in some other stuff. So as far as like a cinematic experience, this actually feels like the story could have been a horror movie. They could have actually made this into a full-fledged movie, but I guess it's much easier to make a video game with multiple endings than it is to make a movie with multiple endings. And again, it leaves a lot of tribute to, I guess, this type of, the camp slasher environment and stuff like that. The description says, when the sun goes down on the last night of summer camp, 9 teenage counselors are plunged into an unpredictable night of horror. The only thing worse than blood-drenched locals and creatures hunting them are the unimaginable choices you must make to help them survive. So yeah, the game really pushes choices and decisions making, and you can see when you do certain choices and stuff, you'll have like a path chosen disclaimer will pop up on the screen, and I just felt my heart start to skip each time because I didn't know whether I made a good decision or a bad decision. But this was really a fun game to play through completely, and it actually had me on the edge of my seat. Like, I was captivated. I was really zoned in. I'm not a big fan of quick time events. There's quite a bit of those in this, and you have to be ready. I have a bad habit of just kind of like chilling out and watching the cutscene, and then when it tells you to suddenly tap X or tap A, I'm not ready for it. and there was a couple times in here where I had to aim a weapon at a creature, and I would miss completely, and a character would die, or I would make the wrong decision because I was zoning out. So you definitely got to be on the edge of your seat when playing this. But it is a very rewarding experience in the long run. The game really gets intense. If you were watching the stream, there's parts where I was just like freaking out, like almost on the edge of a panic attack because of what was going on screen, and there was just quick time event after quick time event after quick time event, and I'm like, oh my gosh, please be done, please be done. And people watching in the live stream chat were just having a great time. This was a lot of fun to actually sit down and play live. So the thing that this made me want to do the most is go back and see if I can get a full platinum or 100% achievement rating on it, because I had that much fun. But on top of that, it made me want to go back and check out Until Dawn, because that's all I heard during the live streams. And I do have Until Dawn on the PlayStation, and if I have that much fun playing The Quarry, I feel like I might have a lot of fun playing Until Dawn. I've heard good things about it, just never personally experienced myself. But The Quarry, if I was to give this an 8BE GGS, which is the 8-bit air game grading scale, score of recommendation, I would give this a solid 8. I feel like not enough people talked about this. I had some friends that played it just kind of like casually, but I haven't seen too many people in Wave like live streaming it or playing it. I don't know if it's because people felt maybe, I think honestly it took me about 8 hours to get through the gameplay. Not too bad. But I feel like a lot of people just felt like the $70, $60 price point of it wasn't too bad, which is why you might wait now. It's 20% off. Maybe in a couple more weeks or a couple more months, you might even be able to snag it for $20 total. But I think it's worth a buy. So, yeah, that's my review. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.